making his way across. Another nade coming out from Luxy. See if it goes far enough.
Long onto Tixie.
What?
Hasaki goes down as Loops chime in for the third party. Shinhair finally goes down to the nades from Xiol. And Zeus pick up what looks to be a kill there as the nades continue to bombard through. 3 players cresting the ridgeline. Loops on the inside track though. You can see the circle on the top of your screens. Means that they are in the circle. Zeus, 4 angry men, neither of them are there right now. Xiol going in for the clutch.
Pretty typical position here for Loops though. Coming over to the western side of the map. Xiol finishing off Shinhair there.
And have a pretty bad day, and it looks like they aren't going to go for that full forward step. Power 888 and Blue Bees on the eastern side clash.
That's the Unnamed though, taking a fight with Blue Bees all the way on the southeast side. Loops, I would say, have a really strong position. They are on the slow side of the circle. They don't have...
Really strong for them. No one took it earlier. Power 888 have spotted out Konina Power, but not quite able to get a knock and take a little bit of damage. Force them to go for the hide, but they will finally get the knock over onto Axa. It's traded though, not by Konina Power, however. It is just an unfortunate self-knock there. A little bit of a tumble taken there by OP. Sprays down onto Secret Jin coming through from Gui, but not quite able to find the knocks where they were looking for. 2K is out and about on the hillside, and Gonzo ends his trip early.
Now, the Southeast Crunch, as you're saying, John, coming into effect. So many teams having to flow through this position. And such an interesting position it is as well. A lot of uphill, a lot of elevation coming through. Konina Power currently trying to control the ridgeline itself. Just a sliver of the door there. I believe Black-White did quickly spot out the one player from 4AM, Sook, up there on that side. Again though, Alpha 7 and Loops, just like the previous game we saw on Super Weekend, in a very comfortable position here. Won't have to fight for quite some time.
America's gang. America's gang taking on the north side, staying away from the trouble as it does start to pop off on this southern end.
We talked about Alpha 7 being the windbreak on the northwest side, northeast side, sorry. They opted not to do that, but now Konina Power, they will have pellets of teams crashing upon their windows, and they're going to have to try and keep the glass from shattering.
There's a roll-up coming in, and Sook able to take one down. Core Point needs to go for a swift 180, and Sook low HP, can't quite hold it out. 4 angry men now with 1 player left alive. Power 888 crash into the shack. They've lost a player in the meantime, and it looks like they're going to lose a couple more if they step up towards Konina Power. 4 angry men dispatched. They are going to be able to take down 1 player in the meantime, but Axa gets the final knock over. A difficult push ahead of them.
Nova now just sending nades down towards the Unnamed's position. 1 hits very nicely. A good amount of chip damage comes afterwards. Order swinging in from the side, but the Unnamed outside in the blue. It's going to be getting pretty difficult. Okay.
Paraboy gets knocked. Q comes into the fray. King's low, and actually they've only got 1 player alive in that smoke. It's looking pretty shoddy right now for Nova XQF, but the Unnamed are dealt with by a player up the hill. They get eliminated in the meantime. Nova XQF looking to try and keep themselves together. They've got Order and King alive for now. And the circle shifts. It's directly on top of Potato Hill, Black.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle, and now Loops can start to consider whether they want to actually head up here early on. Archer's also in a similar position, but it's Alpha 7 who are sending vehicles over towards this side. Konina Power also now moving, realizing they're no longer in the circle, but they want to clear out these players from Power 888 as quickly as possible. They're the team who is in front of them. They're going to cause them the most problems.
Corpie behind the shack right now, looking to try and spray it down. Can't get it done. Ruptini flushes them out. Power 888 eliminated. Konina Power gathering momentum right now. This is our 4th place team on the overall Super Weekend standings, Blank, and they are starting out their qualification run for the final Super Weekend in style. Loops holding out on the western side have spotted out Zeus, and the competition for the western edge of Potato Hill begins.
That was the other team that we were talking about there. That was the one that Loops needs to keep an eye on, make sure they knew their general position. DRS now out, Konina Power again. Gorilla Glass coming through, clutch on the eastern side. Now they're going to make their way into the circle. Alpha 7 will be in front of them. Konina Power just taking even more shots. They're going for kills this game, but here's Digital Athletics versus Aerowolf Limax. It's a very important fight.
Loses 1. Silas has to hit the drop shot, and I think there might be just 1 going down. Okay, there's a little bit of retribution there. Aerowolf Limax do fall, but Klas Digital Athletics finished out by the Abrupt Slayers on the southern side. They'll have to push. I think he's been spotted out by Loops. GODSENT taking fights as well, all having to move in as Zeus try and summit.
A really rough position. It's basically uphill wherever you go. King desperately trying to run along that side like a mountain goat, but has to squeeze in there as Kayovsky takes the shots. And King just wants to survive a little bit longer. He's made it towards the top 8, 28 alive. So there is opportunity for him to ladder up here. as everyone tries to play King of the Hill.
Alpha 7 and Konina Power clashing on the eastern edge now. Konina Power very, very close to one of the Alpha 7 players, but Gonzo goes down nonetheless. It's Roll Kiss to be able to get that flush. Konina Power down to 3.
GODSENT outside of the circle for the time being. Would love to make their way on up. It's only King really behind them, but now Konina Power, they are. Abrupt Slayers actually getting a knock onto Swaggin. This is going to give a little time for Konina Power to regroup here, John.
King has managed to find the center circle shift again. See how much further he can snake in for Nova XQF. A crucial week for them as well if they want to be holding onto their spot. Center Texa goes down to Rubdini at a long-range M4 spray. Just enough bullets in the mag and able to get that knock. Alpha 7 now split apart. 2 players down for them. Law and Vitu2K still alive. Make that Vitu2K only as Law just gets sunk by Black White's nade.
Black White has been really putting in the work for this team recently. Takes an over from Alpha 7, and now 2 players for Konina Power. Still doable considering the way that this circle has just battered teams in terms of players alive. Abrupt Slayers.
Players now moving in through as well. On the backside, it's GODSENT taking heavy punishment right now from Abrupt Slayers, but Loops finally move a little bit further forwards. They have to cross some more open ground, but Heaven gets knocked as well. Zuku finished, and GODSENT are taken care of. The Abrupt Slayers can now move eastward and upward towards their goal where King sits right now.
Literally King of the Hill at the moment, trying to hold on to it as best he can, but you know, its claim to the throne is getting weaker by the second, and now Alpha 7 throwing in some grenades of their own, arcing their way in now, and they've found an opportunity to get up the hill. Federal taking shots down towards Zeus, Kowski in the backside as well, providing support.
Such an interesting final circle with all this terrain in play. It's all about control, and Loops have plenty of it. They have it in buckets. Moving on in. They've even left Kayovsky out on the back foot to watch for flanks. Federal keeps on this pressure towards Zeus on the southern edge. Archers looking to sneak on in. Alpha 7 with Vitu2K very, very low. They might look for the res, but I just don't think it's going to be possible, especially with a nade finishing that off. Archers pick up a frag.
Zeus down to Yol outside in the circle. You imagine he's just trying to heal it up now. Konina Power also down to 1, just in Black White. We know this guy can play a solo game very well. Swaggin behind this vehicle, but Loops with so many vehicles of their own, providing impromptu cover is great stuff. And that's Yol taken down in the backside. Leon tries to dip behind, but Loops is having a fantastic game.
That was King on that ridgeline. They didn't even spot him.
Play there, and now Loops are looking towards Abrupt Slayers. King just holding down on the hillside. Smokes in the way, providing him so much cover going forward. He is the 5th player of Abrupt Slayers at the moment. No one can find him. He really has gone into hiding itself.
Wow, okay, they've got 3 kills as well. He's full HP, he's fine, he's set, he's waiting for this fight to play out. Loops have had their forward man downed. Carrillo now looking to crawl behind the rock, get some cover, maybe get Kayovsky back into the fray.
With the 4v4 as well, most likely this fight is going to end up with maybe 1 or 2 players remaining from either team, unless it's quick and easy. But with already a knock onto Carrillo, you don't know. But look at this, King has eyes on towards Chari, so he's ready to backstab should Abrupt Slayers finish this fight. They have not checked their angles here, John.
Oh my goodness me, it could be disastrous. Loops might even be the ones to find him out in the end of it. Abrupt Slayers, they've been playing with a 5th member all along and they don't even know it. King Snake right now, call him Cobra, let's get it done. Nova XQF into top 3 after what wasn't the greatest of spots. Manchari goes very, very low. Does King even try and take this one? I think he's just waiting for the fight to play out, looking for the 2nd place.
Yeah, he needs to kind of figure out who's going to win this fight first before he tries to inject the venom and take them down in that poisonous fashion from down the hill.
To the circle, goodness me.
He knows he wants to get into position here, but Klas sees him. I think that might have been the smoke coming through. A 3rd place still massive for this team, and now Loops can try and start to work the advantage here. Abrupt Slayers holding Chari on the side.
I think he might have just wanted to wait a little bit longer, try and get it done. Loops now moving around the bottom edge of the circle. Leon goes down. Abrupt Slayers trying to defend their position, but Heaven's trapped between a rock and a crate and will fall as well. 2 players up for Abrupt Slayers. Federal does get knocked in the meantime. Carrillo trying to swing out wide. Golden goes down. Abrupt Slayers in a 2 versus 2 now as they lose yet another. Joker finds one, looks for more, but can't get it done. Loops able to summit Potato Hill, take down the Abrupt Slayers, get that chicken dinner on board, and a beautiful out from that.
27 points are coming.
Wonderful. They're giving themselves time to get further in, commit more as Ronin. Actually, you can spot his feet under there, and G9 could spot his broadside as well. That's an easy pickup for RRQ, and they can start to mount up now. Ably from the top side with the SKS, takes a hell of a damage from the SLR from G9. A beautiful pickup there and a nice headshot found. ICY crosses the gap. Ably now trying to defend, and RRQ, they move immediately. That was
rotation, right? And now that it is fixed, they can start to play into the circle, and we get these ones that go off towards the east side.
They can try to move forwards. Ice shots. That's the headshot over towards Ran, and the Unnamed as well have a player very, very close. U-High bumbling about on the party bus. King going very low. In comes the send from Team Secret up the hillside as well. Q low, out in the open, gets shut down by Rex. Nade over the top will take him down in turn, however. And now the fight is on. Eye shots with the close push. Rez trying to come out for the Unnamed. Been an aid from Mad Toy and an aid from Eye shots as well. Looking to try and displace them. They'll do just that. The Micro Uzi will be handled there. King falls, ran low, looking to heal, but won't be able to do so. Bucky now lost, standing for the Unnamed. As Eye shot sends around the broad side, and the Unnamed get eliminated. Team Secret run them down.
If you keep up on Twitter with this team, you'll see that Jang's their coach, and they were like, look, we have the chops on us. I'm loving the stuff coming through from Eye shots. We don't talk about near enough for that team, because he does put in the work for them.
Gonzo getting the res over on out, but it looks like RRQ get the worst end of this engagement. As Na'Vi spot out plenty of their players. Ernie, yeah, he is downed there for RRQ. Tixie just cutting off any hope of backup for RRQ will fall, and now they're down to just D2E. A very swift, efficient, collected take from Na'Vi on that push.
Yeah, far better than we're used to coming through from Na'Vi here. And we've told them not to take fights early before, rather prioritize getting to zone, try and leapfrog some new teams and put yourself in a better spot. Start to decide to make their way in from the southeast. Yeah, easy nade there. D2E wasn't going to be left alone. And now they spot Zeus.
Might be an old dog, but he's certainly got the trick still up his sleeve, able to loop that one through, get the kill. RRQ eliminated. They'll have to move west.
See here, Futbolist taking some shots from Klas Digital Athletics. Great spray down from the two players there, well coordinated. He said before, 4 AM on the northeast side. Going to be holding out Execute as well as Team Secret, who with Matic and Tixie holding the south side, whereas Old Boy and Meku trying to keep it safe. You can see here. Oh boy, actually taking shots down towards Team Secret. It's working out well. He has great cover and the road.
Might be a little bit tricky. Zute gets flushed on the northern side as Execute make their bid for a position in the circle. Fameboy is up against Konina Power, but Gonzo shuts him down. Around the edge, Fameboy continues to try and get something done, but Rodini holds the other angle. As soon as he peeks, it might just take too much flak. Axa has been down in the meantime. Fameboy's looking to challenge. Takes down Black White, but gets taken down himself. It's Fate. Looks to flee the scene. Tail between their legs. Execute down to 1.
I feel like its fate could have maybe helped, to be honest. Instead holds in the bunker itself. Konina Power taking some shots, but I believe they can get all 4 players back up here.
Look at what Meku's done as well. He's pushed all the way forwards. It's a really bold position for Na'Vi. We talked about it before, and this is a wild split. Konina Power suffering as well, just a little bit, as Rodini does actually get flushed here. Alpha 7, they're all the way out on the western edge. Need to push through. Futbolist, A1 as well, still have it.
Black White just went down there, just a bleeding out, sadly. They could only really afford to get 1 player back up into the fight. Konina Power will be happy with just the 3 going forward, but Alpha 7 now moving up. Sinister behind the rock side. 52K taking some shots. He's forced out wide. The center Texas happy to pick that one up.
Nicely done. Sinister falls. Futbolist on the western edge now, looking to try and shunt their way in. Na'Vi still dominating a load of this map right now. Blank Swaggin goes down for Alpha 7. Solke picks up the kill. A hard
side. Had the rest of the team come on up. You can see how much of the area they hold on the southeast. So they're got a lot of freedom going forward, and they don't have to cross the road as of yet. 4 AM, they might have to think about that going forward. You can see them on the screen here. Just throwing nades across, trying to get rid of Digital Athletics.
Whilst it is true, they might have to move across in the future. Everybody else is going to have to compete for the south side. They only need to be really worried about Konina Power, depending on how the chips fall. Alpha 7 taking a bombardment coming through from the Abrupt Slayers right now across the way. Chari is flushed out, but Joker sends another nade. Maybe a little bit of a present wrapped up, tied up in time for Christmas, but Not quite able to land that one. Joker sends in yet another and will get the flush onto Cenetex at Heaven. Repositions now, looks for the shots down. Vitu2k doesn't tag any, but Law is spotted. The spray is in, and Leon able to back up his team nicely. Bigetron with a dominating compound on the western edge of this next zone.
His Futbolist rocking up on top of them. Zuxi very far forward, just taking shots over the top. Great headshot comes through from Luxi in the backside. And Zuxi will assist on that one. It's still Old Boy taking shots over towards Team Secret. Secret Jin also under fire.
Klas Digital Athletics finally eliminated. And it's Bigetron really playing bodyguard right now to 4 Angry Men. Konina Power looking to mount up and roll across to 4 Angry Men's position as Bigetron continues to take fights across the way. Futbolist trying to defend their position as well. And in come the cavalry. It's 4 Angry Men to fall, and Konina Power rides strong towards the northern side of this road.
Yeah, Futbolist, Konina Power team up for just a brief second to take that for him. Nade comes over the top, one back that way too.
Axe be looking to try and find anything he can. Matic spots Elites United team on the southern edge, who have all 4 players alive, but with Cray going down, that's down to 3 in action. Luxi pulls out the bolty. And looks for the shot over towards Burner. Not quite able to get it just yet. The angle not so good there. That's Zeus eliminated on the south side. They will no longer be a factor moving forwards. Bigetron still peachy as Leon gets knocked. Microboy looking to push forwards with Ryzen on the hillside, but an aid from Heaven stops them for just a moment. Microboy gets rattled down by the Micro Uzi, and Bigetron, they pushed out of their compound and pay the price.
Abrupt Slayers has been having some good games on Miramar, looking to continue that trend here on to this match in league play. Bigetron, one of the biggest teams around. Abrupt Slayers taking fights against them. Smokes are sent out, trying to provide some cover to the rest of the team moving backwards. Leon very low, will have to go for a heal here. And shift on the circle. Na'Vi also making their way in. Elites United team on the south side. And now Abrupt Slayers pushing up towards the players within the compound. They've not checked right as of yet.
And you get the res onto Ryzen. He's popping the heal immediately. Zuxi trying to draw all the attention his way. And moving upstairs, Abrupt Slayers not quite finding out any of these players from Bigetron. Ryzen's got the heal off, and now he's back in action. Outside, he just go around and find Heaven. Looks for the spray, and Joker goes down. Ryzen's on a tear. Leon falls, and Bigetron handle this situation like it's no sweat off their back.
This is why Ryzen has been envied.
No more to be found there for Futbolist. 6th place for them. 5 teams remain. Eastern Edge for Na'Vi. Western Edge for Bigetron. Elites United Team. Gonzo goes down, however, and it might be the end of their run if they're unlucky here. Burner goes down to a Molotov. Elites United team spotted out by Bigetron as well. And they're caught out in the open with nothing to hold them down. Meku hits the deck, and Ryzen looking to continue the spray, but can't quite finish it off just there. The ground covering out as Old Boy takes a knock, but it's traded. Nicely done there for Na'Vi. 1 for 1 as Microboy has fallen. That means there's 2 players up. 4 Bigetron, 3 players alive. 4 Na'Vi. Secret
Fully making his way across. Another nade coming out from Luxi. See if it goes far enough.
Long onto Tixie.
What?
And he chows down on it. Luxi lands it. Beautiful stuff there. Brings them even in numbers. Gonzo goes down, gets flushed. Secret Jin trying to have a shout to get those placement points. Axa falls and Secret Jin get 3rd. But this fight continues to rage on the hillside. Tixie should be able to get rezzed.
Should just be able to make it happen.
Nice
Shots from Matic through the grass. There's a smoke on top. Luxi takes a fair hit too.
Zuxi on his own right now. Of course, only 3 players for Bigetron alive, and has GZ spotted him? I'm not entirely sure. Could be an off angle, could be a spoiler there, but Na'Vi dropped the smokes, tried to control the zone more. Bigetron have to move forwards and Ryzen up. Meku falls. It's Luxi to get the knock. Secret Jin trying to survive as long as they can. Matic spots another one, takes down Luxi again. Zuxi and Ryzen now standing for Bigetron. Maybe look to res once more, but Ryzen's over the top. He's tried to make the dash. Zuxi's managed to find some cover, but for how long will he survive? It's Old Boy to get that flush, finds another as well, and now it's only snakes in the grass remaining as Tixie does go down. In come the off-angle frags as Zuxi finds it. GZ ladders up into 2nd for Secret Jin. 12 kills found for Na'Vi. He gets the knock onto Old Boy, gets the flush as well, but Meku's there over the ridgeline. Will be able to secure it for Na'Vi, making their run for the final Super Weekend.
Really big game for them, and an even bigger game because they struggle on Miramar usually, and they make that one look so smooth. Very, very simple stuff coming through them. They able to leapfrog on top of RRQ, take that really, really crucial fight. But
Serpentine away around.
Hit the
Boys needs to hit the shot. That's a shotgun, my friend. You need to get closer than that to use it. Zute's on the run. They're trying to pin him down. But if you're a Futbolist eliminated on a hot drop, you said we weren't going to see it, Blank. You've lied to me.
Bloody hell, Zute with the SK-12 there. Bang! You're done. I believe.
Uh-oh. Not so simple there for Meku. Gets shut down, sprayed off, tries to rotate through a compound, and
Let's do it again!
let's go again! Oh, it turns out pretty good for them this time around. That's the warped. What is going on? Power 888? What? Okay. I mean, come on. What was that?
Look, you cannot be making those plays in the warphead.
Hey, you run away.
That's not what it was
Oh,
on.
no.
The warphead is a vehicle of mass destruction, and it brings pain, glory.
Unfortunately, sometimes
Super weekend. Na'Vi's already halfway there.
Aerowolf Limax get a point or two from Elite's United team as they sail on by on the western side near Camp Alpha. Trying to get through, but they come a cropper there. A couple of points, and nicely found for Aerowolf Limax as well. You talked about how they wanted a couple more after that last game, so getting those early picks is going to be good for them. Burner will fall to the blue, actually denying the point.
Potato.
The circle, kill switch, looking to try and spray on towards Tixie, not able to land the shot. There's the flush coming through, Matic. Ducking around on the hillside, can't quite spot it. Looking to try and play out wide by the rock, and a nice bit of backup there. That's Matic continuing to do work for Na'Vi.
Well, he requested backup. Backup was swiftly sent in.
Where's kill switch in all of this?
Yeah, to be fair, I was wondering the same thing. I felt like Killswitch could have maybe pulled the trigger a little bit earlier, but like A1, so unfortunate.
Goodness me. Yeah, Aerowolf Limax, they are just getting shredded as they try and mount the shoreline over towards Cow, but the southeastern side is a cluster of teams right now. You've got RRQ, DRS even trying to skirt around it. Blue
read my gigantic mind.
Matic's down.
And gone to tap Mock. But yes, Team Secret actually making their way in towards Na'Vi, who are having a bit of a rough continuing the aggression. I like this. This is what we saw from their Miramar, which seemed to work out well in their one engagement, is that, look, let's just leverage
with the grass. It's kill switch. He steps up. Mad Toy goes down, gets flushed. That's a suppressed Tommy gun. They have no idea. They don't even turn it on until he just about gets over that ridgeline. Finally, he's taken down, but damage is done. And now Team Secret have the wind taken out of their sails. It gives Na'Vi time to regroup.
And we're back into a 3v3 scenario. No longer does Team Secret have the edge in terms of players. Tixie steps up, though. Ooh, I think he thought the grenade was a little bit closer than it actually was. iShot takes a bit of a hit. Rex takes down Old Boy next, and now just Matic remaining, and they know his position.
He's got some fragging chops on him, but how much can he get done with Team Secret bearing down on you? Looks for you high first. Doesn't take the damage, but the nade is a little bit long. None sent back. One found. iShots goes down. Rex takes some damage too, but he's down to half HP. Out wide he goes, looks for the spray, and Matic falls. You high, able to make it happen. And Na'Vi eliminated off the back of a really strong performance. They get a couple of kills this game, but it's only 5 points found. Team Secret take them down.
Bigetron also out in that fight that they just had with Nova XQF. And look at this, 4 players up. I'm sorry, I tell a lie. King goes down.
He gets knocked. He hasn't been killed just yet. There's still potential for them to be able to. They managed to get him back up. There's Fame Boys going down, which takes Execute out of the running to move on further. Blue Bees, you talked about 4 players alive. They've still got 4. They managed to survive the Southeastern Crunch, and they're in the next circle as well.
Quieter than we do see Na'Vi.
Elite United team finally taken down. They were harried on all of their rotations so far. Blue Bees taking a fight here against RRQ, I believe. Lufa has fallen, so has Divine, but they're not dead just yet. Kajowski trying to lead the charge out of Tap Mock, out to that lumberyard for loops, but they just get peppered from across the way. It's GODSENT with excellent sightlines. The one tree is all that stands between Federal and getting taken down by Rollkiss here. Has the angle, but not quite the bead. And they will be able to look for that res, but they're out in the blue. They're out in the zone. Kajowski gets re-knocked, and it's zone 5. You can't get your teammates back up here.
Yeah, no. Karski at best can just drop his meds here going forward. It's probably the best thing he can do for the rest of his team. GODSENT try and take shot as the players trying to make their way through. Golden will go down next. Blue Bees take an aggressive position on the rid side, just outside of RQ's position. A1 take a knock backwards.
DRS with the backstab on towards GODSENT, on towards A1's position, sorry. Loops really struggling to move through. Blue Bees, all 3 of their players down. It's just Regiocio now left in the fray, trying to carry them forwards, trying to see what he can get done. All of his 3 teammates are alive, but they're on the hillside. Aita-chan getting rattled down and will be finished off by Victor. Carrillo finished off by Dante out on the west, and it's Slim pickings right now for anyone not in these main compounds. GODSENT, A1, RRQ. Nova XQF managed to find their way through. Loops eliminated in the meantime, but not before damage is done towards A1.
Imagine if there was one more player down for A1, Federal would have got a full sweep and clear. Look at this though, it's the real run-in right at the end of the game. Blue is pushing everybody together. RRQ with 4 members alive. Tactical position once again. I believe Bluebees went out in the chaos there as well. Now Nova XQF would love to make their way in. King is down and out. Paraboy outside within a shock. Shaq with the rest of his team most likely will have to cross the road. GODSENT
there, one of the forward spikes for DRS into this next zone, making sure that Mafia Ninja kind of has to fall back here. DRS with their backstop duo trying to control the sightlines over towards A1, over towards GODSENT as well. They're going to have to pull back just a little bit and give RRQ ground. Archer Gaming eliminated on the southwestern side. A1 now consumed by the blue. GODSENT try to make their run, but Nova XQF are parallel right now. Jimmy down. Order has been flushed. Paraboy last standing for the squad. Nova XQF may be looking for the heal off.
Just Paraboy alive, like you said, looking for that heal off now, just trying to make it through. They know that this blue is just bearing down on everyone at the moment. DRS slips out for just a second, 2 players down for his team. RRQ within GODSENT at the moment, looking to initiate this fight. G9 flying around the side now, both players stand up.
The pressure that RRQ exerting coming to a head now against GODSENT as Victor just falls down. Absolutely brutal from RRQ. They dominated, they pushed out west and stopped anyone moving past that ridgeline. Now it's DRS to face off against.
Slowly ready to explosively launch out from this position as soon as they hear the gunshot. And it will be Zone 7, which will be that indicator to go.
Nice knock there onto Nima, slows DRS down, something awful. Nades start to fly as A1 finally go down. Just these last 2 teams remain. Mafia Ninja falls, Ernie traded off RRQ. Beer 11 trying to swing out, racing against the blue, but DRS just get punished. RRQ exert dominance over the hillsides in Sandhawk, and a beautiful ending for them. They use that compound, they move out when they need to, and they make it happen.
Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing.
Be thirsty. Yep, there we go. 1 point on the side of Aerowolf.
Yeah, Aerowolf Limax this is one of those squads I was talking about. They need
advantage just because they are not slowly getting chunked out from the blue. But these shots might be the nail in the coffin, I guess you could say, for Alpha 7, because not only that, this is going to shift the attention of Alpha 7 from Aerowolf to Abrupt Slayers right now.
Yeah, the thing is, though, Super Una got knocked. That is a
castle area, so we're going to have 4 teams right on top of each other.
The turn!
The nice trade.
Bro, that was a straight turn. Like, he just turned on Vitu2K so hard right there and got it done. He's going to go over to Super Una to try to get this res. It looks like he's going to be able to get it off. What a play right there.
In the water. That's just a fact. Aerowolf, Hazelnut still driving on around, trying to avoid these shots, not only from Abrupt Slayers, but now better duo than nobody. Power 888 onto Nova. They're making the push, Hot Jukes.
You can see Corpai there with that G36C trying to get that nice pressure fire. Good, solid nade, though, from King. It's going to help out big time. So Ice right now is trying to get that revive in the smokes onto TTOP. The big factor, though, is Corpai on this off angle. Has to do something because King is just nading the heck out of his team right now.
I love the off angle, the anchor position from Corpai. The thing is, though, they're so far from their squad mates that we see right now. The counter to that, they're not. Corpai does not have the time needed to make the push and provide that support and get the pickups.
Yeah, but hey, right now, if he just needs to be just doing tons of pressure fires, anything to just distract him, so that way Ice can try to get that res, but through the smokes, Paraboy able to get it done. Does get knocked by Corpai. That's exactly what he needed to do. That is going to buy a lot of time for Ice in this situation, and he's deciding, do I push this or do I go for the res? And it looks like he's going offensive here. 1v1.
Order 6 looking to wrap around King. Surprise right there, about 50% HP. We're still locked in the 1v1. The Bulls are at the horns right here. Ice able to run away with only 1 HP.
1 HP, that's like half an HP. I mean, he's in trouble. Order 6 is coming to finish him off, and he is going to get it. And that is super unfortunate. Corpai was looking to try and get another angle, and while he was trying to get that, oh man, left it wide open to get pushed, that push from Order 6.
But then we saw Corpai take those shots onto Order 6, and that immediately alerted the squad of Nova. Okay, they have a player all the way back there. it's our time. It's our moment to push this and get aggressive on their 3 enemies right in front of us. And Order 6, they held down Court by for just enough time to allow...
Not able to do it, though. And as we move on to the other fight here, Abrupt Slayers are pushing onto Alpha 7. We saw them gatekeeping him earlier. Joker through the window is going to get the spot on the reload. Laid down. So clean. And this is going to be a nice little cleanup here as Law is the last one remaining. Ooh, trying to hit some cheeky shots through the window. Unable to find that angle. Switches to the nade. Has to go back to the Uzi. 1v1 gets one. Tall order, though. Can he do this? Nice pre-fires.
2.
And gets taken out. Good effort. Good effort, though.
Good effort. Yeah, good effort. You can saw right there they wanted to toss that grenade. Just not enough time to do so. We do see the next zone. It does shift up there to the north to Dino Park. The unnamed Bucky going to be up there in the zone. Konina Power looking across the road, but they are running right uphill into the Blue Bees.
Yeah, that nade would have been really hard to push. I mean, the second you pull that pin, they're going to hear that sound, and they're going to full send you. So, tough play, but, you know, he did his best effort. We'll see how the rest of the match is going to fare, though. DRS on top of Archer Gaming right here. DRS, a team, like I mentioned at the top of the show, need to have a great day.
Oh, AJ.
AJ with a nice nade. Gotta connect. AJ. That was a sniper nade right there. Really clean. One remaining member as they are stuck in the smokes, and AJ looks like he's got another one right for him. And he find it, though.
AJ is looking for that double. They got the mollies down there. They are trying to get these additional points. GODSENT, we can see, not too far from this. They might have eyes on this engagement here very shortly. As we see, DRS starting to...
Trying to pressure all this entire area of this map right now, and AJ is trying to get these finishes as Rollkiss is driving on by to Zeus, like you mentioned. Woo! And he's going to try to get on top of this hill. He's beat up pretty bad. Going to get taken out of the vehicle.
AJ, what a heads-up play right there. I mean, they're keeping Archer Gaming pinned down, meanwhile trying to make sure to apply that pressure, that damage to that intense crash from GODSENT.
Yeah, and by the way, this zone did shift hard all the way back into the land near Dino Park, so these squads are having to make a move on it.
Oh, no.
Zeus, this is super risky. Driving this late with those smokes, though, they're going to get the crash, jumping out, trying to get into the building, seeming to pay off so far.
Very fortunate. I mean, they saw the opportunity. Ronin down. They were able to successfully breach the first story of the compound. 33 Schwan on the roof right now. Duke, one grenade could spell disaster for Zeus.
Yeah, the rest of their squads, they're pretty split up right now, so Zeus have to press this up little by little, but there's nobody up top. 33 Schwan realized that. He got on top of the roof just in case. Here comes Sook to try and put some pressure with some nades, and he's going to do it. Great shot, knock onto Zjol. And at some point here, they're going to have to start pressing this. Here goes, you can see him switching to first person.
Got that barrel as well, that 7.62. That thing packs a punch, and here comes the support from the other squad mates on to 4 a.m.
Starting to see some teams eliminated here. Strawn be able to come through the window. They did not see that coming at all. Pressure coming from all sides of 4 a.m. Well executed, and they're going to take out Zeus right there. Really nice heads-up play from 33 Strawn.
Dude put a ladder up to that second story window and said, surprise, welcome, hello, and they were caught off guard big time right there. That just comes down to just game knowledge right there, game knowledge. So Blue Beast still gonna be up here. They have to push. The next zone does shift on into the favorite to try to get these kill points or reposition.
This is what you were talking about here, right? When a circle, you gotta be able to press up as a squad. Konina Power, Secret Jin.
Hot jukes.
You can see them just starting to make a nice little smoke wall and just trying to do this really carefully. I love to see this from them rather than just some kind of crazy send. Black, white, he's stuck trying to just full send, but Blue Bees up on top is going to shut him down. Secret Jin are hearing those shots, and they're worrying about so many squads from different directions trying to possibly control this house right here, as it is just Luke Trinkovsky there, and he's going to get picked off from JGZ.
Idle-chan, the last one alive for Blue Bees, trying to take some shots to blue window for Team Secret Jin to move on into play zone. They're getting peppered from DA right now.
Yeah, it's so hard. They just have to just full send run it. They're going to use the bottom of that hill as a little bit of cover to trying
to avoid these grenades.
Yeah, as Q's starting to throw it right on top of them, and it's only 50 seconds left on the clock. He's going to have to make a shot, but JGG's not able to do it. And that 7th, Digital Athletics showing up right here as they're putting some good shots. King, though, from the Unnamed, is going to spot them. He's going to give that intel to his teammates and try to get prepared for this next circle as Nova, XQF, it looks like King is the only one left inside of it, Dave.
This right here, this is a classic DA. They get the compound on the edge. They don't only stay in the compound and use it for cover and turtle up.
Get the next circle as well, so that's huge right there for Nova XQF. Q trying to hit a nice nade. It was so close. Pieced up Heaven
A
Edge.
huge roll right now for King.
And I think King threw those smokes down purely to block the sight lines, so that way they can't easily thread a nade inside of it. So that is a really, really strong play from King. The smokes, though, are starting to dissipate, but Racy has to worry about Abrupt Slayers. He's going to be able to catch Chari away from right at the edge of that smoke. That's going to be one knock.
Right now, Sal's trying to make sure that the Unnamed can't safely make it on into the zone over there to that north. They got the numbers advantage. They have 2 crates on their end of things. King still trying.
No, Silas is straight crack, dude. That prediction was nuts, and now Digital Athletics are just having their way with the rest of the lobby. 14 kills to their name. After that, though, King will secure. Oh, gets a what? An insane shot from Salim. Tries to make something happen, but it ain't gonna be enough. It is all Digital Athletics here in the end.
For Digital Athletics.
Trying to get some good pre-fire. Did actually onto Dante. Oh, what a slick shot there with that 45 from Joker to even things up. And that should be like the alarm bells for the rest of their squad to come.
Oh, you said it, but that Bison does not care. And here comes the push. They got that knock. Sinister with that burst fire, trying to put a halt to it. It's gonna be very challenging up there in the stairwell.
M16, not the gun you want to have for these kind of up-close battles, but he's got no choice. He has to make something happen. A1, they're one of those squads that are in trouble. Gets a nice shot right there. Looking to switch to a pistol. I think he's out of ammo. And he's trying to secure a point with a pistol. What is going on? Sinister.
Okay.
Making John Wick. He almost, I mean, he noticed, like, he was like, yo, my point, like, we need points so bad. I mean, he just pulled out his inner John Wick. Now he pulled out that pistol and tried to make something happen. That was clean. Shot to him. He's holding up top. They do catch Suk on the rotation and Hasaki as well. So Alpha 7 doing a great job, but CDon this angle is going to get 2 on his own. And some good support fire from across the way. It does get caught, though, by that Uzi from Alpha 7. So they're going to go for these pickups really quick.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much a 1v4. I mean, let's just call it what it is, a 1v4, because the other squad mates were all the way across the field. And then to add injury to insult, that one knock that we
have a couple games and tomorrow to be able to make it to the top 16. Next circle, though, is going to go on up as Team Secret gets eliminated.
So you gotta feel bad for DA, all right?
Please watch yourself. Drive as fast as you can away from this, and it looks like he's gonna be able to live for a little bit, be able to get to the rest of his team. It's not gonna be easy though, as they've pressed up quite a bit. Futbolist, they're gonna be starting to press down here onto Konina Power from prison. Rob Dini's gonna be holding that front line there with that Bucky and Dossier. But he realizes he's in trouble, so he's gonna go ahead and press it on back to the rest of his teammate. Gonzo needs to pre-fire this up top to help him out.
Instead, Gonzo behind the boulder, not making a move. Looks like Rob Dini was able to successfully pull back on into that cover. Football is still going to be playing that edge. And just looking at the...
And execute as well. So, I mean, there's just trades going all over the place. What is going on up there?
Gonzo on to Leon. Again, that nice little explosion. What is going on up there? Well, Bigetron trying to third-party the teams as they have to push on in. Next zone just going up, execute.
Oh.
They just made it into the circle, and the circle says, no, you did not. You better think twice. Bigetron there set up in such a good spot to just gatekeep so many players right now.
You literally said gatekeep as everybody come in the second the zone rotates onto them, and they're going to be doing this quick. So that's what I would do if I were them, but Killswitch has got a buggy. Maybe try to make a cheeky play here. That's going to be
that YOLO send and not get sprayed down upon. So that heel strap might be the play. RRQ going to be showing up here in the late game. 4 alive, right on top of Elitist United.
Still quite a few teams remaining. We still got 10 squads. We'll make that 9, I believe, as Zeus is eliminated. And we're starting to see some more movement going on. G9 holding that off angle. That's going to be super crucial, though. In the grass! Catching very good by the ankles, saying, where are you going? And maybe some more points for RRQ as Elitist United are trying to do everything they can to get into the circle.
Very bad push right there. You knew for a fact there was a snake in the grass, instead just blindly sending it. You had the vector, so I do respect that. I love the vector up close and personal. Bigetron down to 7. This is huge.
Huge battle right there. Vehicle explosion. That's going to get a thirst onto one of the members there. But it's just Law as Luxy and Ryzen are holding the back end, making it rain with some good solid nades. And they're going to get the finish onto Alpha 7. And with that, they have quite a bit of time to be able to get their teammate back up.
Out pushing out, trying to make sure to clear out everybody on that northeastern circle edge. And Futbolist still alive, down to just a solo, a dream, and one grenade.
This could be it. Is it that one? It looks like it's good. It just bounces off. A bad bounce. Really unfortunate. And that's Futbolist taken out. Got some good kills, but they need more points. If they really want to set themselves in the top 16, we'll see how they're able to do it. RRQ got full eyes locked onto Elitist United as they are really stuck. Next zone is going to do a shift onto them, though.
This is back-to-back games where the Unnamed, we see them in the top 5. I mean, we talked about the Unnamed. They have not played a Super Weekend yet. They are looking like they want to play in the last and final Super Weekend of PMGC. RRQ, they do get the next zone. Abrupt Slayers like, oh, man, I don't want to go there. I don't want to push that. Abrupt Slayers, they're pinned down from multiple angles right now.
Yeah, and not to mention Bigetron. Those Ryzen is just got all eyes on him and from the side of Q.
Oh, someone's sending it. Someone's sending it. Okay. The Unnamed, they're going to be pressing on into the edge of the circle.
Into this circle. They got a car fort there, and they did end up losing, sacrificing one member in the process, but Ryzen's still alive.
Bigetron, they're just so good at just recognizing when is the perfect time to push. And Ryzen popping up from the wheat fields will be taking down one member, but immediately traded on out. G9 looking for that vehicle explosion. Could get the confirm on Ryzen.
That was a clean shot there from G9 to shut them down. Now it's just Luxy remaining, but Luxy, you know, he's going to be playing this super quietly. He's got a great position, too. He's getting capped, though. Catching underneath the vehicle is RRQ G9 with the laser beam shots, and there goes Bigetron, and now RRQ are looking to finish.
RRQ currently with, I believe, 8 kills. The Unnamed 2 kills. Bucky trying to go for the spray down. Does have sightlines onto Ernie. RRQ, they're taking 2 fights at the same time right now.
RRQ, if any team can do it, it's them. This squad is so good at Pacific, but they just can't get too cocky, though, because he could definitely turn on you. But, man, with this position, they're sitting pretty right now.
These DPs, they are just so strong in zones like this. You could just spray across the map. Laser, put a 4 times on that. You're good to go. So, really,
2 remaining members trying to help them out as they do a little bit of a split. They are going to be able to secure it now, but now they're getting really pinched by these 2 teams. The Unnamed are throwing some crazy nades onto them as well. D2E does catch Chari, though, with that great nade. Oh, the Q, though. D2E hit the shimmies. Able to buy some time. Works out.
Oh, so good right now with the mini.
And it looks like he was able to see the edge of that smoke right there. Does that quick peek back, though. This could be a good nade from Ran. It's a great bounce, and he's going to catch G9. That's going to be a good one. That's going to buy him some time. But those shots from Ernie through the smokes, catching them. And, man, the laser beams coming from RRQ at the end. That is going to leave them with a big chicken dinner. So, with that, I believe that'll punch. Yeah, old boy's going to go and get this confirmed with a run over. That'll shut down that idea real quick.
Getting baited out.
Yeah, I mean, because they already lost 1, but you're just
lost 2.
Zute in the trying to get a vehicle across the road. I mean,
oh boy, double or nothing. Run over.
Shut him down. Shut him down.
Oh boy, boom.
Oh, flat. Hit him with the tire, but Zute,
right
very resilient. Gonna last a little longer. Can he handle it for a second time? Not gonna be able to.
So the one counter.
It's just Carrillo right now trying to hold that angle, and just Power 888 executed that beautifully, exactly the way they should. Used each other, to get that intel. And, oh, no, there's no way they're fighting this. Maybe trying to catch him slipping?
They're fighting it.
Nah.
Take the shots. You know you want to take the shots. Come on, they just killed 2 of your squad mates, Loops. You're going to let Power... Back to that. We'll get back to that, because RRQ and Archer.
Yeah, starting to get the press right now. RRQ has a knock onto one of the members from Archer Gaming. Here comes Soon. I think they're going to try, and looks like they're just trying to dip from this one. Yeah, they're going to just...
Going to stop to get back to that.
You got to get back to that. Where is the last game, baby? Well, the action is here, and A1 are starting to put the hurt on the Bigetron. They definitely have a superior position, and not to mention a numbers advantage after getting 2 solid knocks. If I were them, they got to press this even harder. Just get this finish right now. They need all the points they can get, but don't get too cocky, because it is Bigetron. We know what they can do with only one Remember remaining. And it's not to mention, it's the...
That is the same position that Alpha 7 won a game from. That's all I want to say.
If the circle goes to them, I mean, that'll be huge. But right now, this battle is what's really important. If A1 can... that off angle is going to come hurting. And now it's just up to the last remaining member of Bigetron, Zuxi. And you can just see gun off. Head for the hills, baby. We're out of here.
Yeah, really respect the attempt from Jax to try to compound, try to survive. GODSENT over here on the edge of the south, trying to take some shots. Victor and Rollkiss making the press, and very good, making sure to get that very quick confirm. Oh, but was it worth it? I think not, as Rollkiss saying, hello, I'm right behind you, check your P's and Q's, and there goes Navy.
Yeah, not sure if that was an accidental wall jump or purposeful, because if that is...
That they have to pay the toll to ride this road. Tixie providing the support to Matic in this hot dog building. A little 2-2 fight happening right there. Old boy in the backlines, one spot in EQ in a 1v1 with Cray. Cray just popping off right there. That's going to apply pressure on the side of Na'Vi.
Now Navi's hurt. I mean, they're already down 2 members. It was even fight, even though Old boy got knocked. But Cray is just holding that side of this complex so well. As the rest of their team look to possibly get a follow-up, though. You always got to throw that follow-up nade to try to get that confirmed. If this one catches, it'll be huge.
Old boy is bleeding on out right behind him. It looks like they're going to try to pull back and make sure to get that confirmed, as I saw Cray pulling back just a little bit. Tixie up there on the high ground overlooking this one. Tixie, it looks like making the call. Okay, not worth the fight.
Leaving Matic there by them lonesome. And Tixie's going to try to head into the zone. Power 888. Yo, dude, they're 24th with 4 points, and they got knocked out in 15th place. Power 888's going to have to pop off tomorrow if they want to.
Pressure.
Otherwise, they're going to lose a ton of money. They're split up, just trying to cover as much real estate as possible. A1 is still in this, rocking a duo. A lot of teams remaining.
Too crazy, because I think RRQ, they might have been looking this area, but with Cray right underneath them, we saw them taking some shots onto Elite United, trying to make their approach into the zone. Very risky shots to be taken out there from the blue, and yeah, gonna be paying the price
for some kills right now and dominate this position. At the end of the day, they have enough points. They can do whatever they want. All they're trying to do is just crush the dreams of the rest of these squads. Struggling.
You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen in the chat. It's Papa Blue time. Usually we see it on Sanok, but it will RRQ from behind.
Yeah, trying to put some pressure more, but I'm not surprised that RRQ decided to hold that for so long. I'm starting to think now, and they did get their job done. So if that was their strat, they executed it. We'll see what their plan is going for the rest.
John's predicted bubble of 52. They had 56 coming on in this game. Archer, though, on to GODSENT.
Yeah, but I mean, just getting caught out. You cannot hold one in the back. He cannot hold it against a full squad. He's going to get dominated every single time.
GODSENT, they are right in the open, exposed on top of the hill. Nova currently with 4 kills, make that 5.
Yeah, Sub had a great angle on the RRQ, but Nova had a better one right back onto him and was able to finish him out. GODSENT
time to use those smokes to block those sightlines to at least make it on into play zone. But honestly, Nova up here on their roofs, on their high ground perch. Really, it's up to Aerowolf to knock them down a peg. Will they do so?
Here we go. We're starting to get aim here as it's about to finish up. Blue Bees are holding down the motel. The circle just shifted off of them. They are going to get the finish on to Dante, and that is exactly what they needed. They wanted to take out that side so they could start moving into this.
They have a vehicle to work with, but I think it's going to be useless as we see Divine going to be the first player to pop on in. DRS, they are just waiting. They are just waiting for Blue Bees to push on out of that motel location. Aerowolf chilling, not moving a muscle. Nova still on the roofs, right smack in the middle of the zone. And play zone, and Nova onto RRQ. That might loosen the grasp of the blue zone onto the Blue Bees. So DRS now forced to make the push just a little bit. Lufa, a huge knock on the Order 6.
Massive knock right there, and they are doing everything they can to survive. Divine does get knocked by Paraboy, though, with that M16 single tapping away.
It's full. Smart smokes right now from Paraboy, trying to make sure to block those sightlines from DRS.
They're just trying to get as many points as they can, and they've already got 9 kills so far from Nova. They did catch Ido-chan there, but they did end up getting Lufa in the end as well. So there goes Blue Bees, and they're going to be out in 4th place. Area 1 was taken out as well, so it's just DRS, Nova, and Aerowolf Limax to finish off this match. And all of them rocking full squads.
Look at this terrain. Paraboy 6 kills, Order 1 kill, Jimmy 4 kills. I mean, the team, Nima trying to toss out these smokes, trying to press on into the play zone. Order 6 popped on out of the compound, looking for that off angle. We'll be finding that off angle. Mafia Ninja done.
Nova just putting so much pressure onto DRS. Even though they do not have the high ground, they got those angles, and they're able to put so much damage. It looks like they're handing all the heals off to Nima to allow him to do a heal strap, but Nova, they've already racked with 14 kills.
Paraboy waiting, lying in wait onto Hazelnuts. Will be connecting onto 1. Making it almost 2.
Oh my goodness.
Making it 2.
Golden arm, we got the 3. Oh baby, a triple, and that's the squad wipe right there from Nova XQF. I mean, you said that Potato had the golden arm? I think Nova's got it in this.